So let's take a look at how we can build a Shopify product page inside of Framer using Frameship. So we have already connected our Shopify store to the Framer CMS, and now we can open the Frameship plugin to actually start building our pages. Now, the first thing we want to do is actually create a new CMS page for this synced collection for our Shopify store. So I'm going to go down to pages and I'm going to create a new CMS page for my store, and we'll make it a detail page. Now you will notice it pulls in all this information already, but let's just start from a blank canvas, and I'm actually going to apply a template that I already have set up here. Now I also have some pre-built components in here, so what I'm going to do is actually just copy a bunch of these and we'll paste them into our project. So we'll paste them into our detail page here. Okay, great. So now we're ready to actually start connecting some of our Frameship components to actually add the framework. Okay, great. So now I'm ready to actually start adding some of my Frameship components to actually bring e-commerce functionality to life in Framer. So I'll open the Frameship plugin and I'll click on components. Now we have a ton of different components that you can play around with here, but in particular for the product page, you'll find most of the components you'll need here. So for example, we might want to add a button that's going to add our product to the cart. So we can add that button here, and you'll notice inside the properties panel, everything is customizable, from the styling to the hover states to even a bunch of settings and options. Everything you need, you'll find here. Now, what's really critical about how these components work is we actually need to connect some of these fields to our CMS data. So anytime you see a field that says connect to your Shopify data variable in the CMS, it's critical that we can do this so Shopify and Framer can talk to one another. And there's components where we actually pull data dynamically from Shopify, not just your Framer CMS itself. So for example, on a product page, you want to show the price. So I might drag in the price component here, and let's say we put this in here, and then inside this component here, you'll notice that when we actually connect this field to the Shopify data, it's actually automatically going to fetch from our Shopify store. Same if I add an inventory label in here too. So this is basically going to check the stock of our store. And when I actually connect this to my Shopify data, it's going to fetch that information in real time. So just anytime you set up a Frameship component, just make sure you're connecting those variables here. So let's continue building our product page. So we actually have a gallery component here, and there's a couple of different fields that we must connect. So we need to connect the Shopify data field and the variant image mapping field. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that now. And we'll also set the images here. And now you'll start to see that all these images are actually loading into my very cool component. And since all of our product listings actually sit inside the CMS, we can reference any one of these fields. So for example, I want to set the title, so I can just click on the little plus here, set the variable to be my title within my CMS page. And since this is Framer, you can have full control over everything. So I might want to set these images here to be an image from my list. And then you'll notice when I switch the CMS page here to another product, everything just automatically updates just like so. And that's how you build product pages in Framer. I can't wait to see what you create.